Goblin House Studios.
Welcome to our actual play tabletop podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of our tabletop podcast. I'm Matt, and I play Shrimp Stomp.
I'm Spook Gem, and I play Gallia Delaric.
I'm Jojo, and I play Ninx.
I'm Bianca, and I play Leilathia.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cody, and I play Thornton Stronghollow.
And I'm Adam. I am our game master. Well, in the last episode, our wounded, tired, depressed, and very worried party got some rest and went to the Umaira Temple, known as the Sewing Temple, to complete Shrimp Stomp's mission to reach the temple and spread the word that he received from the Radiant Mother. It did not go well, and the party was turned away. And now, desperate to get rid of the marks that they had received from the collar, they only have one road to follow at the moment, one idea, and that is to go to the Temple of Vasilia. How is Shrimp Stomp feeling after all this adversity he's faced?
Shrimp Stomp is probably very confused. He thought surely that Myra had sent him on a very straightforward and simple task. Hey, go do this, and everything will be great. Apparently, this is not going to be what he thought at all, and there's other circumstances lying in his way, and he's got to figure that out.
Is there anything anyone wants to do, either before or on their way to the next location?
On our way, if we do come across any sky thistle being sold or grown, I would appreciate time for me to get it.
Are you getting low on your supply?
Never, but I'm always willing to try something new.
It's funny that you mentioned that. As you were leaving the Sewing Temple, a couple blocks south of there, you catch the distinctive smell of sky thistle wafting at you from the east. Pretty strong.
I would like to go that way.
Oh, what's that stench?
It's the slight skunk smell that just lets you know how good it is.
There smells like there's more Leilathias over this way, guys.
Got clones.
Leilathia seems to be taking a detour. Do you all follow, or?
So I smell a side quest. Let's go.
Well, Leilathia, a couple blocks to the east, you see a building made out of pine beams that almost looks like a lodge. And there is etched in these logs several words, one of which is in the South Moon language. It says endless sky. And it also says that in common below it. Standing in the doorway of this building is an elf with long brown hair, some of it kind of twisted into braids. And there's just a puff of smoke coming from this elf. He has a pipe in his hand. He's just hanging out in the doorway of this place. And this is where the smell is coming from.
Well, hello there. I smelled you and decided to come and check out this place.
There's just a bunch of people just trailing behind you. It's like single file line.
It don't smell like kite thistle at all.
Always kite thistle. After a moment, this elf, his brain catches up. And he takes the pipe out of his mouth. Whoa. Another child of South Moon, I see.
Yes.
It's good to meet you, sister.
Well, hello there.
My name is Benawe.
My name is Leilathia. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, same. Are these your brothers and sisters as well?
These are my traveling partners.
Nice.
Would you like to introduce?
Hello, my name's Shrimpstop.
Whoa.
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 I've never seen one of your kind in a city.
Yes, I was allowed in special permission.
You must be pretty great then.
I think so, yes.
Nice. Would you like some sky thistle?
No, thank you, that stuff hurts my lungs.
Oh, that's fine. Everyone has a different path to walk. Do y'all want to come inside?
Heck yeah, we do.
I guess so.
Thorn is like grumbling under his throat.
Come on, guys, let's go. See what this place has to offer.
Actually, Gallia wants to look around and see, like, kind of scope out the area, see what kind of different shops are around first.
So this area of town, which is very close to the temple you were just at, this area of town is very nice and is ethnically more solemn. The architecture is definitely from the south and from the deserts. These big blocky shapes, very plain facades, but occasionally some ornamentation and domes and stuff. And most of the people you see around here are solemni. So there's definitely a few street vendors, but not common ones, nicer ones that have a lot of really exotic things to buy. And several of the shops, though, the sign above it is in solemni. A few of them also have common. Are you looking for a shop in particular?
Not really, just kind of wanted to scope out the area.
This is a wealthy area,
Yeah.
basically.
Gallia don't got money, so.
No fun.
So I'm going.
Very little.
I'm going to nod. I'm not going to take up the offer to go inside this elves shop. Instead, I'm going to I'm gonna go up to a wall, just kind of lean up against it, pull out my pipe, and
Be black
black dwarven black sage,
sage.
and just start kind of puffing on that.
For those that do enter,
Our Nix is gonna go find a rock shop, a crystal shop.
you could find one that is very high end and would mostly have precious stones. But you could probably spend quite a time in there looking at all the...
You'd think the Sky Thistle place would have rocks as well.
I'm looking for certain.
Special rocks.
For those of you who enter the Endless Sky, it's just one large room. The walls are covered in tapestries, showing very simple images of hunting scenes and caravans and wagons. There's the trophies of huge animal and creature heads, some of which you've never seen or heard of. And the floor is just nothing but these rugs, thick pillows. Everyone is sitting on the floor, gathered around these two fire pits. And there's people cooking at those pits. Some are just sleeping, all in one common room. There's a woman with long blonde hair, with feathers and beads in it, and she's playing a small sitar-type instrument. And just a wave of cooking smell, cooking meat, sky thistle, and unwashed traveler all come at you at once. Well, Leilathia, what do you do here?
Most definitely excited. Wanting to try the different sky thistles there, and then most definitely have a meal for the munchies that I'll get right after.
Probably should have stayed here last night instead of at the other place.
Are you sure?
They haven't questioned the goblin yet, so...
There's like dogs walking around on the rugs, just napping and hanging out. There might be dog shit in the rugs. There's some hammocks
We
too.
literally travel with the fox.
Yeah, they remember in their crib they have sky thistle in one hand, an arrow in the other hand, and there's probably a dog sleeping in their cradle with them. Those are the South Moon Elves. Benawe welcomes you in. Have a seat by the fire, Leilathia.
Thank you.
Nice. Welcome, sister. You want something to eat?
That would be lovely.
All right. Just chill here a moment.
I'll be right here.
All right. Where did Shrimp Stomp go?
Shrimp Stomp followed Leilathia.
Okay. So y'all two are in there. Shrimp Stomp, this room isn't quite nasty enough for your purposes. It's pretty musty and dirty and communal. You might feel slightly comfortable there.
Yeah, Shrimp Stomp is definitely a little bit more at home in some aspects. Like the overwhelming scents are just appealing to him. The fact that there's fire pits, he's hungry. He's ready to eat. Hadn't eaten breakfast yet or anything. And but all of the fragrances are definitely starting to get to his head a little bit. He's getting a little lightheaded, even with him being so low to the ground.
Mm.
Everybody's sitting down. What are you talking about? You're at eye level with it.
He's even lower than that. Well, if you were to donate 5 silver to the cause of like the South Moon people and operating the sanctuary, you get some nice meat and some sky thistle and some disgusting fermented mare's milk for alcohol. if you dare try it.
So, Shrimp Stomp would definitely donate because he just wants the food.
Most definitely. For all of it. The whole experience.
Sorry. Well, soon after, you've got some wonderful, well-cooked meat and some types of sky thistle offered to you. And the blonde-haired South Moon Elf starts playing a different song that's pretty nice. How long y'all gonna stay in this area of town?
I wouldn't mind waiting until everyone else returns.
Nynx, what kind of stone are you looking for?
I'm just in there seeing what speaks to me, kind of looking for something that might aid in warding off whatever evil is on us.
Interesting. What is visible in the shop? There's no stone less valuable than like 50 gold. Because this is a very high-end shop. And there's actually a guard in the shop. A solemnity man wearing robes and a turban and a big sword, and he's just stoically waiting in the corner. Gallia, where are you going?
Pretty sure he probably would have followed Nynx simply because Nynx is going into like a different area, and he is on edge basically.
I bet.
Because a lot has happened in the last day, and this is like the first time that we've kind of calmed down. So he's just kind of like trailing people like a lost puppy.
No. Gallia, the puppy. He's had a hard time.
Just trying to find something that would help. Because she heeded what the guy said, so she's more focused on trying to find something that can aid the group.
Gallia has no clue what the fuck he's doing. Can we eat these rocks?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the fuck out.
I'm gonna go then. They look very edible though.
Yeah, and in fact, I realized that the shop that I'm in is not the correct type of shop that I was looking for?
You know, obviously, you know the properties of all these stones.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that the purpose of these
It's more for
are
jewelry.
so
than
much
it-
for ornamentation and jewelry that may not be as useful for you.
Yeah.
Not to mention the price.
But I didn't. But I do know enough not to, like, insult the guy. So I do chat him up a little bit and tell him these are beautiful, but they're not what I was looking for. And I'm possibly ask him to point me in the direction of what it is that I'm looking for.
The shop owner, who has a long pointed beard, wearing a turban himself, leans over the counter to look way down
At the mushroom.
at the little mushroom. Well, I could potentially order what you need. I could acquire it.
I don't have the means to pay. I need more natural.
I'm not quite sure where you should go. I would check. There are many Ruka in this city. Are you familiar with the Ruka?
Yes.
They are the halflings from the south.
Yes.
If I were to look for someone, I would look for them. They may trade in such things.
Thank you, sir. And I give him. My hand opens and a mushroom grows out of it, and I pluck it and hand it to him.
He looks quite shocked by this. And he gets a nice looking handkerchief with his hand and he picks it up with that. I appreciate your presence, little one.
We don't need to be racist as everybody else is.
And my beard winks at him.
He places his hand over his chest as if he just had a heart palpitation. And he makes a gesture, good day to you.
And then I walk and I join Lady Lafayette and sure.
Okay, now how expensive is expensive? It's like,
The
He-
food
for
and
food,
stuff.
yeah.
You won't find anything less expensive than 10 silver. You find some that's more. And perhaps you've noticed that the Southman Elf Sanctuary set that as their price. 10 silver, what the neighborhood was charging for food.
Could
Otherwise, it would have been less. Was it 5 silver? Yeah. I thought I said 10. Nice.
Galliot just simply fish in the bay for cheaper? Is that an option?
Yes, but it's far away.
Ooh, okay.
Well, Thoradin, I'm going to start wandering amongst the I guess it's like a bazaar.
It's a small one.
Yeah. Looking for like basically like food stalls.
You don't find food stalls. It's a little more high end area. There would be more inns and eateries and stuff. So as not to seem common and vulgar.
Then I'll try to hit up one of these inns.
You know, I think maybe the group is racist against South Moon Elves. I think we found our racists, and it's everyone.
Except for Shrimp Stomp.
He hesitated. He might be a little racist.
Not necessarily racist, but he's definitely not used to the customs. The
Some of your
mindset.
best friends are South Moon Elves, right?
Sure, why not? Never met one except for this one.
So, are there any restaurants and things like that?
An equivalent to a restaurant, for sure. Yes. They would all have like solemnity foods, very exotic.
Burgers.
Spices. No burgers, no French fries.
What is this, America?
A lot of fish, a lot of spices, some strange foods. And expensive foods.
How expensive is expensive?
Yeah, how expensive is expensive.
You're not going to find a meal for less than 10 silver.
Ooh, so 1 gold. So I'm going to go
The
ahead.
cheapest place here is The end of the sky. It seemed.
So I'm gonna go into one of these taverns that are here.
They would call that something nicer. Like the Jewel.
The Jewel.
Hold on. The Jewel of Zakarian.
I'm not even gonna bother with the name. I just picked it at random. This one. I walk in on a scale of 1 to 10. How fancy is this place?
This one's sitting at a 7.
I walk in and just like kind of taken aback by it's like, oh, I made a mistake.
A lot of solemni, mostly men, turn from they're seated on the ground around round tables with a hookah in the middle. And they turn and look at you with a strange expression, like you don't belong.
Well, I'm gonna. You look at me this way, I'm going to march straight up to the counter, climb up to a chair, just sit and wait for a waiter or the bartender or whoever.
A huge man with a shaved head, big barrel torso, long mustache, and wearing a very expensive-looking silk vest. He steps out from behind the bar and approaches you, and in solemnity says something to you. Speaking of, this was on the Discord. I don't know if everyone got it. This was a while back. The languages you could choose. I had you add an extra language slot, and then I had a larger list of available languages to choose from.
Thornton does understand solemnity. Because we're Orzammar. Is it Orzammar?
Ooh, I wrote down the bad guy, but I don't remember.
No, I was talking about the city. Orzenheim. Because Orzenheim is, towards the south at the, kind of where the border between,
Irenar is the
Irenar and
land you're in now.
Yeah.
Okay, in Solemni, he had said to you, we don't get many dwarves here. How can we help you?
In, kind of like Broken, it's been a while since I've had to use it. But in Broken Solemni, I, tell him, it's like, I just, came here for, some food and, a beer. If you have any.
He leans his head down in a small bow. If that is all that you need, we will provide it, although there is more. And he turns and goes back into the back to retrieve what you needed.
Let me buy some more.
Just inquire and you'll see. The man brings out some food. He brings out your beer. In the time you've been waiting on it, you see that there are many scantily clad women of very different ethnicities. You have Rudans from the north, several Solemni, and some from the east. And they're wearing really, really fancy stuff, but it's a little more revealing. And all these seated men were kind of ogling them, and they have this dead expression.
Ah, that's what he means by extra. So much more. I'm just gonna dig into my food.
Leilathia, what have you been doing or talking about or in the sky?
Sampling different sky thistles that have been offered while I'm sharing mine as well, and just eating my meal, waiting for people to return, chilling with Shrimp Stomp.
Shrimp Stomp's just chowing away. Just the other things that he was offered that are on his plate are just kind of pushed off to the side. He just wants the food. Just chowing away.
Well, Benawe can hook you up with some further sky thistle for your travels.
Do you want the one they gave me? I don't want it.
I do.
Here you go.
Well, thank you. I will put it on my face now so I don't have to smell you anymore.
Okay.
Damn.
Savage.
I'm sorry. It's just so intense. It's just so intense.
I don't even smell me in here anymore.
I mean, that means you're high enough.
No, I'm still short.
Leilathia, one interesting thing you notice, your Moon's shadow has gone around and explored a little bit, and then returned to you and laid down on the rugs. You notice the other South Moon elves in there have looked at him with a lot of surprise, and they seem to be very intrigued by this fox, which the South Moon people call night callers. And after a break between her songs, the blonde-haired bard set down her sitar and sidles up next to you and whispers, "How did you come across a night caller?"
A while back, I came across a human that had passed, and he had been injured, and I just helped him and healed him, and he's stuck by my side.
Wow, that sounds like quite a blessing.
So far it has been.
I wonder what stories he would have.
He really doesn't share much of his past with me. Just what's ahead of us.
I think it's really great that you've taken something from the grasslands with you on your journey. My name is Kanawe, by the way.
I'm Leilathia.
It's good to meet you. Enjoy your stay.
Ditto. Thank you.
Nix, after you left you already left the shop, didn't you, Gally? Where are you going now?
I think as soon as he realizes that all the money is stupid expensive, he goes back to the Sky Thistle place.
In the sky.
Yeah, in the sky.
Okay, so you see the scene I described and the smells. Do you donate some money to get some meat? Nix, after you left the gem shop, where are you going to go?
I'm at Endless Sky, but I'm trying to get more direction for the other temple, so somebody knows.
Okay. You arrived there in time to hear that brief conversation about night callers. There's a traveler there, a man in red, who seems to look at you and really take interest in whatever it is you are. And he kind of gives you a nod. Good to meet you. You are interesting.
Thank you.
You look like a living mushroom.
I am?
The gods have created many mysterious things.
Yes.
Well, I wish you well.
Question.
Oh?
We are looking for a temple.
There are many temples in this city. Which one do you mean?
One that deals with dark magic.
Ah, I would assume that would be the Temple of Vasilia?
Yes.
Ah, Marrow Cove. Yes, I know where that is. That's an unsettling part of the city, though.
I have friends, and we have been marked, and we have been instructed to go there.
Oh, if you must, I'll give you some direction.
That would be most grateful.
He gives you a little more specific directions on where to go south to reach the Dorius district, and then where to go to get to the bay and where that temple is located.
Okay.
You think they're specific enough that you could follow them based on other landmarks in the city.
All right.
So, most of you are at the Endless Sky. You've finished eating. Is there anything else you need to do here before you move on?
We need to find Thornton.
Thank you. Thank you for the food and the sky thistle. But we're going to be on our way now.
Benawe and Kanawe give you this sweeping gesture. Travel well and be Travel well and be safe, sister.
Thank you, thank you.
May the spring rains. The god of the giant blue Noshkali, her like radiant mother for Myra, the spring rains, or epithet that yeah. Okay, where are y'all gonna look for Thorin?
We're not going to go the way we came.
Yeah.
came from. We're going to go.
Start heading towards the temple, but we'll be like, Shrimpsaw's just gonna be calling out.
Thoradin! Where did you go, Thoradin?
I imagine you could probably hear Shrimpstomp's voice from the streets.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm gonna like finish up my food, just down that beer. How much do I owe you?
12 silver.
I didn't even have a woman.
All right.
He crosses his arms and in solemnity says, I hope there won't be an issue with that payment.
I hand him 2 gold and I say, you expect change.
He takes it, he gives the gracious slight nod, returns a bit later with the correct amount of silver.
And like as he's like walking, I'm like mumbling under his trouble with the payment.
And as you give me this little eyebrow twitch when he said that, like Thorin about ready to fall.
So you take me for
Are you
poor.
A poor.
A poor. Are you going to depart after that?
Yes.
As you're leaving, you pass by a couple of these women, and they both in unison do a much deeper nod and bow than that man did, and in unison say in a dead tone of voice, "The Jewel of Zechariah welcomes you should you return again."
I kind of like pause and like just stare at them for a second, like I'm just like looking in their just dead eyes, and understanding that there's really nothing I can do for them. I just walk out.
That would be a whole complicated adventure in its own.
Burn the place down, kidnap them all.
Oh boy, here I go a-killing again.
Whoopsie, my hammer slipped.
Thoradin, the accidental murder hobo.
You're all reunited out in the street now.
Thoradin! I am feeling wonderful.
Why, yes, my belly. Super full. Lots of good meat.
Just looking at her, I'm like, I bet you do.
Saylathi is acting like she just got boned.
Like, what?
I informed the group of the instructions on how to get to the temple that I was told.
Well, I don't think there is any point lollygagging around here.
I would love to get this branding off of my shoulder.
Then to the temple we go.
All right, you start making your way south, and it takes you a better part of the day to get all the way across the city to the Dorius district. So by the time you get there, it's dusk. When you get to that general area that the traveler indicated, there is a lot of houses that were once nice that are barred shut, the windows shuttered. Not a lot of people out in the street anymore. some debris around, like people have not been there for a while. And he had mentioned this long causeway that led to the beach, at the end of which was Marrow Cove. And that is a noteworthy landmark that you were able to find. As you go down this causeway, it does in fact lead to the beach. It's almost dark by now. You see there are wooden posts in the sand along this causeway. And up ahead of you is a big stone structure with a lighthouse coming out of it. And it is past the beach into the water, partially in, partially out. This building is a big, ugly, intimidating, this geometric shape coming off of this lighthouse like a big bunker. And it has a single staircase leading up to a landing. There's a large open stone doorway, above which is a bronze plaque that has corroded and aged to this dark green color. And on it is a crude image of a skeleton on a horse in a cloak. This bunker-like building has several very narrow windows, like arrow slits in it. There is a greenish glow coming out of this open stone doorway. As you get closer to it, you see that there's a raised portcullis, and beyond it, large wooden doors that are partially just sitting open. And that's where this green glow is coming out of. The sides of this bunker are encrusted with salt from the tide coming in and out. And this lonely lighthouse has no light at the top of it. We will pick up there next time as you visit Marrow Cove, the Temple of Vasilia. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Next time on Dungeon Ball Z.
I left that in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought that was good. All right. That was an interesting one.
Very imposing, scary building.
Oh, this isn't ominous at all.
Yeah.
The exact opposite of Amira.
And not the opposite, because Vasilia is not bad.
Just no nub-nubs.
Just,
Well, you haven't seen her.
I haven't seen her. All I've seen is a skeleton.
She is creepy looking.
Oh, yes.
I wonder if we're
Bone
going to get any,
boobs.
wonder if we're going to get any bitchy high priestesses in this one.
Please don't insult them.
We actually need
We need their help.
We're already hexed.
you want that brand gone?
Gallia will come in separately. I am not affiliated with these people.
However, I am asking
Get this off of me.
for the same help.
One of the more noteworthy aspects of Vasilia, I bet there'd be a lot of stories about this. A different goddess, Malis the Watcher, is said to appear when a woman has a child that dies in childbirth, stillborn, or any other problem. Malis actually comes and claims it. And she's said to be a humanoid figure, all black with stars within. And Malis is very mysterious, but kind of scary because of that. Well, one thing that's noteworthy is Vasilia sometimes has been known to appear in those situations and offer to trade the mother's life for the child's life, should they wish, and make that happen. And the story is, if Malis arrives, before that can be completed, she's able to scare off the Dark Mother and send her away. Mela seems to be more powerful than her.
Goddess fight.
Yeah.
Just imagine like these two goddesses like doing the girl fight stuff where they're like pulling on each other's hair.
Right.
It's basically like an advanced form of just slapjack.
Like half-hearted punches every once in a while.
Use a hoe. No, use
I got
a
here
hoe.
first. It's mine.
And here's this.
So,
You didn't make it in time for this one.
so why is it small?